What's up, everybody, and welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about this increasing metabolism and increasing the macros and speeding up your metabolism and the refeeds and the junk loading and stuff like that. And first I want to go off and explain to you guys, there's a lot of new viewers. We're almost at 9,000 viewers now, which it came up from like less than 1,000. I had like 300 viewers in January. So there's a lot of new people that haven't seen the older videos. And I know this because I get emails asking me questions that I made videos for. And one kid actually said, I don't have the time to watch all your videos. Could you please just make me up a program? Okay, you don't have the time. Well, you know what? You're going to make a great bodybuilder because you need to make the time to diet and make your food and get to the gym and do your cardio and do everything you need to do. So if you can't make time to do the research that you need, you're not going to be good at this anyways. And I'm not just going to hand you over a program. Part of the problem that I have is I have people contacting me all the time. And this YouTube channel is not for me to spend my life sitting down giving out free programs to everybody who wants them. So if you're contacting me to buy steroids, which I don't sell steroids. I had people contact me and say, I had a coach, he was giving me my steroids, I no longer can get them from him, so can you get them for me? No, okay, I don't do that. I'm not going to sit down and write you out a full program. Okay, the free stuff you're getting is on these videos. A program costs money. That's what I do for a living. So if you want to hire me, that's fine. But there is no way in God's green earth I'm going to sit down, which there's no formula. I don't punch this stuff into a computer and it does it for me. I sit down by hand and go through everybody's macros, cardio, training, everything, and then I compute everything that I'm looking at in my head and make the changes. So it takes me like 2.5 hours to do all this stuff and set the macros and get it back to you, sometimes longer. But you guys want me to do it for free. So if you're contacting me to buy steroids, not going to happen. If you're contacting me to set your cardio or tell you why your current diet's not working or to build you a program, you're not going to get that. That's not free, okay? So I actually get pretty insulted when people will contact me and say, you know what? I need a program. What do I do? Give me a program. It's just very rude the way some of you guys talk, and I understand that it's hard to come across with a tone inside of a video or something like that, or, I mean, not a video, in an email or something like that, but when you don't even know me, you've watched 1 or 2 of my videos, and all of a sudden you want me to spend my time giving out free programs, it's pretty annoying. So please don't contact me and ask me for those things. If you had a question like, hey man, you know, I broke my arm, do you think I should work out? You know what I mean? That's something that, okay, you know, no, maybe you should just train legs for a little while and not work out while your arm heals. You know what I mean? Something that's general, not something that's so specific to the individual that I got to sit down and take 2 hours out of my life just to do something for one person. They get multiple emails a day, and to give out that information for free would be rude to my clients because they pay for it. Okay. So that being said, I'm getting some comments on these different things about increasing metabolism, how it's not possible. Now I just went over the Lane Norton thing and how he explains it. And I had one guy say that, well, Lane's talking about how when your metabolism is destroyed from dieting, that's how you increase it. So you're trying to tell me that your metabolism it will not increase. Like your metabolism sitting there going, I'm not going to increase. Are you kidding me? You didn't even diet for show. Diet for show, then I'll increase. No, your metabolism can increase any time if you do it the right way. You have to take into account your training intensity, your cardio that you're doing, and your macros. And that's how you increase metabolism. It's not rocket science. I mean, it's hard, don't get me wrong, it's a very specific thing, but it doesn't have, there's no specific time or place for you to increase your metabolism. You can do it at any time you feel like it. If you had to start your cardio, which is you weren't doing any cardio, got more intense in the gym, then slowly added calories up to like 300 calories over the course of like 3 months. At the end of 3 months, that's 300 calories as you got leaner that you're up, which is a hell of a lot better than pulling calories and doing more cardio and slowing your metabolism down. If you're taking in more calories, okay, that means your basal metabolic rate, that means at rest, is burning more calories, okay? And that is an increase in metabolism through hormonal manipulation. That's why there is a basal metabolic rate, then there's your daily activity that gets added to that. So that means that at rest, if you did nothing, you would burn more calories doing nothing than you normally would if you increase the calories and increase the intensity of your cardio and stuff. It will stimulate metabolism. That's how it works. Another way that you could do it is you could pull carbs out, add carbs back in. They call it carb cycling. Okay, so when you pull carbs out, your body goes into a state of emergency. the idea is to deplete glycogen to the point where you're basically tapping into fat stores, but not necessarily, that's not how it works. But your body does have this sense of checks and balances. When you push it one direction, it wants to go back in the opposite direction. So if you pull carbs, your body says, whoa, 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 you know, I like the way this is reacting. Then you shove them back in, it goes, oh, we got plenty of carbs coming back in, and it boosts forward. It's like drinking water. If you restrict your water a week out, I guarantee you retain water on the day of the show. However, if you drink 2 gallons of water right up to the day of the show, and then don't drink any that morning, I can guarantee you're going to keep pissing like a racehorse. You'll be dry as a bone by the time prejudging comes. Because your body knows, I have excess coming in, I can get rid of it. So it speeds up and slows down based on what you do to it, okay? And there was another comment some guy had asked. I can't remember whose names are on here because it gets lost in the feed. And he said, can you point me in a direction on how this refeeding, carb cycling, all this stuff works? Well, no, it was the refeeding, I think, specifically. No, because I didn't learn how to refeed from a book or a website, and no one taught me either. Here's what happened. I was, I don't know, 17, 16, 15 years old, and I could eat whatever I want and had a great set of abs all the time and veins in my biceps, and I was lean. So naturally, when I was younger, I had a fast metabolism. Now, as I got older, obviously it slows down a little bit, but the bottom line was, when I removed that junk from my diet, I saw a real slowdown in my metabolism. And me being stubborn, I stuck to the diet. I said, I'm going to stay on it. I'm not going to eat anything that's not on the diet. This is what I'm going to do. So this goes on for about 8 weeks. And being pig-headed, I said, you know what? I've lost muscle. This sucks. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm done. So I went out and ate. For like the rest of the day, I just ate. And I gorged myself on McDonald's and all Wendy's and all kinds of shit food. And when I woke up the next day, I was fuller, like I looked bigger, I was heavier, but I was leaner and drier after the shit meal. So then I was like, wait, this might, maybe I'll do that again. Let me stick to the diet again for a couple of days and see what happens. So as a couple of days went down, then I said, you know what, I'm kind of feeling like I'm getting drawn again, I'm getting too flat, I'm getting weaker. I ate the food again. I had just one junk meal. And the same thing happened again. It sped up my metabolism and filled me out. And that's when I realized I can put these in different places and do this different ways that'll keep me losing body fat, but maintaining my muscle mass and my fullness so I don't lose strength. And if I don't lose strength, I'm not going to lose muscle. So I stumbled upon it myself. I didn't learn about it. And as far as I know, there's no website, there's no book, there's nothing written on how to do this, because you could do a whole day of junk loading. You could do one meal of junk loading. I've heard of people doing Monday and Tuesday, 0 carbs, junk loading from 12 to 1 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday doing no carbs, and then junk loading all weekend. That was in Mauro Di Pasquale's book, where he would actually do 5 days, then he would junk load on the weekends. But his is a ketogenic diet. Mine wasn't ketogenic, it was carb cycling. So there's so many different ways to do it that nobody's really pinpointed a single way. But that's what, you know, if any of you have gone to my blog website, BioS3 is a combination of everything that's ever been invented in the world for training, diet, nutrition, everything. Junk loading, carb cycling, ketogenic, low carb, high carb, everything combined when you need it. Because these things can be used at different points in time to get different results. You don't have to stay on one diet all the way through 18 weeks. There's times I've used 5 or 6 different diets in that span of those weeks that got me to where I needed to be with those results. And that's the thing, not being locked inside the box, saying I have to do this for this many weeks, okay? That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. You have to be aware instinctively as your body changes what you need next and what step you need to do next to get to the next level. So I hope this clears up a little bit about increasing metabolism, carb loading and stuff, and why I'm not responding to giving people free programs and selling them steroids and all kinds of other shit. Steroids are illegal in America, period. So if you're contacting from another country, you can kind of understand how you're not really aware. But if you live in fucking Missouri and you contact me trying to sell you steroids, first of all, your coach was a drug dealer. That's what he was doing. He was selling you drugs. Whatever. BioS3Training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below. www.bios3training.com is the blog. Check it out. It explains about BioS3 on there. And we're out.